to the quality of the girls' return.
How many returning starters do y'all have? Do you have anybody that's actually not going to come back and maybe moved or doing something there? Did you lose any?
I think about 13 are coming back, 13 or 14.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know till we get there. You know, some people might say they're not, and they show up. Who knows?
You didn't lose anybody to free agency, though, did you?
No.
No trades made.
No trades made.
But you know, it's interesting. It's not always a guarantee that a girl who comes back is going to make the squad the next year. There have been, it's not real common, but there have been occasions where the girl comes back to try out the following season and he gets cut. And sometimes it's a cut on Saturday. And that's always a real wake-up call to everybody else. This is a real audition right here. Every spot is up for grabs.
Let's talk a little bit about how hard it is to learn the routines and do what you got to do. A lot of people that are, I won't say ignorant fans, but ignorant fans that go up there just think y'all show up at game time and go out there. They don't realize the preparation, but the dances and stuff that you do are very tough. Talk a little bit about the hardness or how hard it is to do that.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we have an awesome coach, first of all, I just like to say. She makes up the best dances. So, you know, we have practice twice a week, about 7 to 9:30 at night. So during that time, we will learn a couple dances in one night. You know, it is, I mean, sometimes it's very hard to pick up the material, but you have to, you know, stay on it and practice. You have to practice in your own time, and that's where the dedication really comes in. Definitely outside of practice and everything. So, I mean, it's hard, but it's fun, and you want to do it. And, you know, no one's had a serious problem picking up stuff. She'll help you. Everyone helps everyone. So it's good. I mean, we learn, you know, 2 or 3 dances in our practice.
Well, I know I had the opportunity of coming to one of your practices there.
Yeah.
And Brandy tried to talk me into coming out there and doing that. There's no way.
Yeah.
I was going to stay right over there where I was in my comfortable little corner and watch that. I wasn't going to attempt that because what y'all do is it's pretty hard out there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a lot of fun, like I said, and it's just a lot of dedication, and you definitely have to be dedicated to do this sport. So.
What do you feel like the major role is that you got there? Do you feel like you're more dance, more to try to get the crowd fired up, or what do you feel like your biggest thing is to do on game night, or maybe a combination of both?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a hard question because really, you know, we always try to get fans involved. That's our #1 reason why we're even there. But of course, our dances, you know, we work so hard on those, and it's just, you know, everyone expects us to do our dance, you know, so we do that. But I think our #1 thing is we're there for the fans. We're there for the team, and, you know, we do get the fans hype, and so I think it's a little bit of both. And fan interaction as well at the beginning of the games.
Okay, and which leads me to the next question. Which do you prefer to be called? Are a dance team or cheerleader?
I think we're a dance team. I mean, some people do call us a cheerleader. We obviously had the Rally Cats, which were a cheerleading squad. We've had those in the past. They weren't there last year, but they were the cheerleading squad. We were the dance team. Now I guess people like to call us a little bit of both. I think we're a dance team.
Okay. I want to audition to be the inflatable Rufus. Those guys are hilarious when they get out there. That I mean, I can't help. I get cracked up with that. I've even videoed that a couple of times. But where do you audition to get to be one of those? I think the 3 of us ought to be out there in one of the suits racing one night. That would be hilarious. I'd be the one to probably knock y'all down or something. But those are. And there's a lot of fun things. Can you talk about a lot of the things that you've done, activities like that?
Yeah, obviously, basketball is the product. That's what we're doing. Ultimately, the idea is for us to win games and get to the playoffs and get the community, North and South Carolina, excited about what we're doing on the court. But we can't control wins and losses on the member basis. I wish I could guarantee that if you came to a certain game, we were going to win that one, but basketball doesn't work that way. What we try to do is guarantee that you have a good time when you came to the game, whether it's a win or loss. Lady Cats played a huge role in that. The inflatable Rufus plays a huge role in that. And it was something that Lindsay referred to just a moment ago before the game, the fan interaction. When you walk in the building for the very first time, the first moment you walk in, she's one of the first faces that you see. And she's there to hand out programs, to welcome you. If somebody has questions, she can direct them to one of the ushers and help somebody get you an answer. Let's find a bathroom, find a receipt, find a concession stand, that kind of thing. So that fan interaction is really, really important. And you asked her what I thought her job was. To us, their job is to be an ambassador. Be an ambassador for the team, to be an ambassador for the city of Charlotte, to be an ambassador for the Carolinas. Because they do so many appearances throughout North and South Carolina. Because when they're on NBA.com, or when they're on the show, they're representing Charlotte, they're representing the organization, they're representing the Carolinas, all that is really. Especially when we talk about some of the global opportunities that they get. In the days and weeks after they've won it, they had a nice feature on SportsIllustrated.com, SI.com, NBA.com. We're talking about millions and millions and millions of people around the world who see her picture, who see her teammates' pictures, who have a feeling like they're starting to get to know them. There's some pressure there, so we really want ambassadors for the team, and ambassadors for the organization, ambassadors for the city.
I know when the Bobcats first started out, it was kind of tough to get the fans back in Charlotte committed, though. And I know it's probably tough to go in there when there was not a whole lot of people there. But do you feel like you've turned the corner now with enthusiasm at the end of the year, playoffs, the things you've accomplished, the team, and all? What do you think about that?
Definitely. I think we, going into playoffs, it just brought everyone there. I mean, the crowd was different. Everyone's feelings totally changed, which I think is great, and I think is a great start to next season. I think we'll definitely have more fans come. They see, this is a real team. Maybe they were Charlotte Hornets fans and didn't want to come over to the Bobcats, but now they're here, so we've got them, we've reeled them in, and I think it'll be a great season.
I think what we had was kind of the perfect storm at the end of the season, from Mr. Jordan taking over as owner and people getting excited about that, followed up by the Bobcats winning their championship, followed up by our first ever appearance in the playoffs. So all of those things happened within about a 4-week span of each other. And I think when you went and you have 3 big events like that piled on top of each other, you start to create that momentum and create that groundswell of interest. And certainly we saw it in the numbers. We're seeing it this summer. We're at an 88-89% renewal rate for their season tickets. We've already sold nearly 1,200 new season tickets. At this point last year, we had sold 300. At this point last year, we had a renewal rate in the 60s. Now we're just a shade under 90. So the message is getting out there that Bobcats are something to be involved with. Doing things the right way. And certainly our guys are playing the right way under Larry Brown. We just got Tyrus Thomas back. We're going to get that done here real soon. And so I think things are really looking up.
And I think y'all do a great job up there. That I was actually, my master's degree is in sports management, sports marketing there. So I kind of enjoy all the things of it. I think that y'all are doing the right things to keep people there. And I know I'm kind of prejudiced on that though, but the games are fun. They're fun to go to. And again, I was a long-time basketball coach. Coached it, I won't say how long, but have done that and love the game of basketball. But I mean, I enjoy the games and the competition. But like I said, Alan and I get tickled up there watching the little air people race around and all the other halftime competitions and all. It's just, be a fun event for people to go to. And I think the people that don't know about it really are missing out.
Well, and as a coach, you know how important it is to have that home court advantage,
right,
atmosphere, and that energy that gives you guys a little extra boost, especially when you're coming down the stretch of a close game. And that's what Lady Cats help us provide. That's what Air Rufus helps us provide. The other game entertainment elements, they're all designed to get the fans interested, get the game, get them excited, and draw that energy out of them, and kind of give our team a little extra boost.
And I think it did pay off when you stop and look at the home record this year, that it was one of the best in the NBA.
Yeah, 4th best in the Eastern Conference, I think 7th or 8th best in the league overall. We were very, very good at home last year. Very good.
Expectations for next year. What have you set to repeat as champions and all? What are your expectations for next year?
Well, definitely, like you said, win the dancing bracket. That is a must now. So we appreciate everyone's voting and everyone's help on that. And playoffs, I think we'll go to playoffs and hopefully, get further into playoffs and see how that goes. But those are my wishes.
Now, I was fortunate when I coached. I've got my rings, my championship rings. I think y'all need championship rings too to kind of flash at the other people there.
We've actually mentioned that in joking, but actually I'm kind of serious, so we should get those.
She wants her ring, right?
She wants her ring.
I don't blame you. And again, I know we kidded about this last time we were up there, though, as far as, I asked you, what did you get for being champions? You said satisfaction, though.
Satisfaction, yeah. Bragging rights, really. I mean, we don't do a whole lot of that. I'm not going to go there, but we are very satisfied with, like I said, it's not just us, it's fans and everyone's help voting. I mean, you're voting all day, that helped.
Well, I'm supposed to be working. I'm sitting here punching in votes.
And we appreciate that. We're very, very fortunate to have great fans, so that's why we won, really.
Do you ever get to interact with the other dance squads as far as do anything, competitions or anything, or actually, do anything along with them?
We do go to a camp. We just went a couple weeks ago. It is called All Pro. It's in Atlanta. Our coach kind of heads that up, and it's where NFL, NBA, the hockey teams, anyone can come.